everybody, this is Sunless Studio and we're officially live. I had to install a Twitch update. The app seems to always want to update. I guess that's a good thing. They probably fix a lot of bugs and stuff, and I wouldn't know about them. Keto Squared, there's my husband. There it is. You're triggering the nice little chatbot stuff. How fun. Really cool. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and set this up so that I can just I like to have my chat just underneath the easel. The really cool thing is I keep it on a tablet. My tablet's all armored up and it's got this nice film on it. And hey! Yep, there's that sound trigger. There it is. Do you like that? I like the sound of it. It's kind of got a nice ring to it. You want to know where that came from? Came from Kirby Star Allies. That's actually a trigger sound. In that, I think if you pick up a little treasure or something, it just makes that sound, and I just think it's nice, so I added that. It's a really great way to get my attention. Alright, so I was thinking, it's your boy Pizza! Oh no! Alright, so funny story. Keto likes to watch Madden and stuff, people playing the Madden games. I just kind of watch VODs and just YouTubers who played. And what if he stopped in? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. There are so many people in the world and it's just extremely unlikely, but it would be so funny. I mean, maybe if he heard we were talking about him and some random fan of his got in contact or something later down the line, that'd be pretty weird, but I don't think that'll ever happen. Anyways, so my husband Keto Squared used to watch this dude that played Madden, and that was fun and all, and then I think he was going through his fan mail and a video, and I can't remember what it was. I guess it was some pretty call him up stuff. Listen, I'm calling you out, dude. Alright, so his fan mail and stuff, it was just funny. We had a good laugh because the fan mail was mostly just drawings from really young children, I think. So we were just what are we doing watching this? Cause we were just thinking that must be the demographic. I don't know. It was funny though. It was funny. It might have soured your taste a little because I haven't seen you watch them lately. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it, but I did think it was funny, and it was just something that we just poke fun at each other because we love each other, and that's just what couples do, right? When you're married, you just poke at each other. Stop with the crying. Stop. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah. Husband, thank you so much for being here. I adore you. I hope that you're okay with the public roast. No, I'm just kidding. We're just being funny. Yeah. So I was kind of wondering, maybe in the future, perhaps we were kind of talking about it. Perhaps my husband would like to be a voice on the live stream. That would be really cool. That would be really awesome to me. I really would have a good time. But just want to give you guys a heads up if maybe sometimes on Friday nights there may be the possibility of company on the live stream, which would be really fun. Hubby's here, stop it! Pull it, tease it, make love to it. God, I can't. You guys, that's a line that literally Bob Ross himself said. He said while he was painting, pull it, tease it, make love to the canvas. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Like, make love to the canvas or something. But yeah, it was a very awkward, and I only knew about that because of the documentary. I've watched a lot of Bob Ross, like just because, you know, they have the channel, like the actual Twitch channel for it. So, you know, of course, I've watched some Bob Ross, but I had never seen that, and I thought it was just so hilarious and really awkward and funny. McQuackin Panda, hey! How you doing? Girl, I saw you made an order earlier, and you know what? I made a nice little fun shout out. My son-in-law, if you catch the announcements there, I just wanted to give you a really big thank you. You are literally the first order in my shop since the grand reopening, so I'm super excited about that. I've got everything ready in here and I'm super stoked. I'll make a guest appearance on next weekend's stream. That would be amazing. McQuackin! Yeah. Yay, McQuackin! I hope you're doing well this evening. Hopefully it's a better day than yesterday. Woohoo! Right? Super excited about that. So I haven't really gotten like super vocal about the fact that I've reopened. Like I didn't say it on Facebook, and I don't think I said it on like Twitter or Instagram or anything like that. Because honestly, I don't have a lot stocked. I don't, but I'm working on it, so none to worry. Something really cool I can show you right now is that I got the new frames in. I'm mixing up paints, sorry for the delay, you guys. But anyways, I got the new frames in for framed posters of Twilight Dragon. Super fun. This is gonna be really big, so it's gonna scoot in the way of the camera. I'm not touching the tripod, but a nice little framed Twilight Dragon over here. It's really hard to see because it's like really a big print. It's the same size as the canvas itself. So yeah, it's like really massive. But and then it's got a protective film on it, so you can peel it off so that it's super shiny and like factory fresh. Just really awesome. And those will be available soon. I'm excited about it. Streamlabs was giving you trouble. Oh wait, let's see. I can't get Streamlabs to work. What? What's going on with that? There's my typo. Oh no. But it is better day today than yesterday. Thank goodness. Yeah. Thank goodness for that. That today is a better day at least. But technical difficulties, gotta love them, right? So do you think that it's anything that that I might be able to help with? I actually don't use Streamlabs as my streaming software. I use OBS, OBS Studio, not Streamlabs OBS. And but there are a lot of parallels, so I mean, maybe there's something that I can help with. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it won't open for me at all, no matter what I try. It won't open, so like you probably did like a full reset of your computer. Okay. I'm just imagining that's probably something that you would have done. You probably would have restarted your computer. What about like right-clicking and run as administrator? You ever tried that? I'm sure that wouldn't be the problem because it seems out of nowhere, but sometimes that helps. It's gotta be frustrating. Yeah, that sounds really frustrating. I love troubleshooting technical difficulties though, so hopefully it's all right that I'm, you know, that I'm being kind of nosy. I just want to be able to help. So I kind of want to drag her like little dragon spikes and ears off of here. Let me just really quick move that arm over, and then I can kind of paint underneath it. Yeah. Something like this. Kind of want like her little spikes to come out a little bit more. Yeah, I'm super stoked to get back into the painting tonight. So excited about it. Alright. Yeah, I tried that and it still won't open. Oh no. Thanks guys, I'll keep trying. Oh wow. And you tried like reinstalling it and everything? I'm not sure that there would be a way to export your sources and stuff like that since you can't even launch the software, right? Oh wow. That's gonna be a tough one. That's for dang sure. That's no good. Yeah, definitely let me know what... Like, it's always something, man, right? I mean, at least you're able to use the internet that works better. But, like... Then it's always gotta be something. There's always some kind of technical difficulties. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. They're here to stay. Yeah, I tried everything I can think of at the moment. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I really wish I knew... If I can think of anything and just run it past you, maybe... But I can't really think of much else right at the moment. Yeah, that sounds like quite a debacle. That's not fun. Oh man, that is not fun. So we're just gonna give her like little back spikes. Her little spiny scales that kind of overlap. Has like these little scales that just kind of go up and they overlap, and I was thinking maybe this one can go out a bit further. Alright, I'm waiting on this humidifier over here to kind of pick up the pace for me, kind of get things moving a little bit better. This brush is a little bit too thick for what I'm about to do. So let's go ahead and grab a really fine brush. Let me think. Alrighty. Let's use like a white paint again. And we're gonna kind of like... My adorable daughter, she's so funny. She always sees the painting and she goes, "That's Mama's painting." And she's just being cute. Just being super cute. I think I kind of want to add that. I have a better idea. Let's go ahead and make this darker. We're going to go over this with this paintbrush. And then we're going to go over the line with the white paintbrush. Wondering what I think of that. A little bit better, I think. I think it rounds her out a little bit more. I think that actually works out pretty okay. There we are. Very cool. Okay. Yeah, so I'm super excited because I've been working on my spooky little like things that you can trigger, little point redemption things. And that's gonna be fun, I think. Let's go ahead and just kind of round this out with really nice. I'm gonna have to like probably go over that a little bit thicker. Alright, here we go. This is requiring some concentration. I apologize for the quietness, but it is definitely going to take a little focus. Okay, I think that works. So she's a little bit more rounded out now. I do have to go over those scales a little bit, but at least we've kind of plotted them out now. She's so elegant. That's adorable. Snake belly. Did you eat your fish? I did. So tonight we're having these smoked fish. We love to go to the international market and we love to go pick up these smoked fish sometimes just as kind of like a really delicious treat. It's like these salt cured, like cold smoked fish, like whole fish, head and all. I mean, they do gut them though, so you don't like get the nasty guts or anything in there, but it's awesome. You just pick up this whole fish and you just eat it, and it's like practically like raw-ish meat, but it's super salt cured. And it's good. We like it. We're weird though. We're kind of strange. I did though. Yes, you should definitely eat yours. I didn't finish mine. I put it in Tupperware, so I had some of it tonight. It's so salty though. I could only have a little bit at a time. And then I was good. I was satiated after like a few nice big pieces of meat. I ripped the spine out, and oh, it came out pretty clean. I mean, that sounds really crazy, you guys, I know. I'm so sorry for anybody that is vegan that's listening to that, because that's not very pretty talk. It's really not. But yeah, we like fish around here. We do. We like to eat them, more specifically. Yes, fish are delish. Delish fish. So tasty. And delicious. I have been in such a mood for painting, dude. Like, I'm so excited to get back into this piece. Taking a whole week off feels weird, but you know what? I do have a commission to work on this week, so this upcoming week. So I have the whole month to finish it. However, I do need to get the sketch done by the end of the week, and the sketch may or may not have some revisions to it. We shall see. But anyways, I feel like it'll kind of keep me on point. It'll keep me from slipping and slacking on the art. Because, I mean, only making art twice a week at the end of the week, like right together, I feel like I get kind of rusty in that time period. Yeah. I can only, like, guess if I might even be busy this year with my Etsy shop, because I feel like it's gonna take some time to actually take off after the rebranding, but it appears that since I reopened, a lot of people are actually visiting who are previous customers, I'm seeing a lot of activity on my shop, like just visits and things like that. There's like Etsy gives you all of that data, so it's helpful for me to see that people are actually looking at my shop and checking updates and things like that. So it's very good to know. It's very good information for me. Catfish are awesome. We like them alive too. Look at that guy. Yeah, I love that catfish. Oh my gosh. I had to put that picture in there because he is so goofy. He made my daughter change her mind about, like, we went to that Odyssey aquarium and we brought her, and she did not want to be there. She did not want to be in there at all. And then we came across that fish. He was so goofy looking and he was really cute and funny. And my daughter just instantly changed her mind after seeing this fish for a little bit. So that funny little catfish over there is just, that changed her mind. He was so goofy looking and everything like that. She went from just being in a total grouchy mood, not even wanting to be there, to just smiling, giggling, and excited to actually see more. So that was like really awesome. That was a good moment for me. That was a good moment. Very satisfying. Did you get the notifications of my order? I did get a notification that you ordered. Did you send any messages on there or anything like that? Because I wouldn't have seen that. I might be able to pull that up on my computer right now if that is the case, but I did get a notification for your order that actually came right through. Yeah, super exciting. Let's see. So I'm really excited about it because I did see earlier that you ordered the Dark Matter Deity and a pin as well. Let's go ahead and give it a look. And I've got all the packing and shipping supplies and everything like that. All I really have to do is schedule a pickup from USPS. I think that they will probably be available for pickup on Monday, possibly. I just said I'm so glad you packed. Oh, yes. Let me just check. Hold on. Etsy website. Yeah, it attaches, it pins a little note, and I'm not able to see the note. Get off of there, forget, no. What the heck? You guys, hold on. One cricket wants to be on the back of one of my canvases. This cricket is doing everything in his power to not leave. Oh my gosh. I have to release him, you guys. I have to release this cricket. I don't understand why he's in here wanting to stay on my canvas. Oh, it stepped up. Okay, actually we're having some luck here. Alright, you guys, I'll be right back. Craziness. What a crazy little fella. Why? Like, what on earth? How does that even happen? Well, thank you so much, McQuacken. I appreciate you. Sorry I went so quiet for a sec there. That's all that was, is I was just fixated on this little critter on my, right on my canvas on the back of, it was on Glimmering Seabed. That's so funny. I couldn't, oh man. Like, I couldn't focus. I was like, why is this little guy here? And I was kind of poking at him, right? And like he just wouldn't budge. He's like, I like this canvas. I don't know. You're gonna have to leave because I'm not leaving. So I'm like, no, Cricket. I'm sorry. You're not gonna eat my canvas. I'm pretty sure that's what it wanted to do, to be honest, because they like to chew on some random stuff. So wouldn't be surprised if it was wanting to munch on some delicious canvas. But anyways, thank you so much, McQuacken. Your support means so much to me. Like, seriously, I was so happy to see, like, I saw the order come through, and it doesn't tell me until I click on the order. And then the details, I did see your little note, and I saw that on the PC version, so you can't see it. For some reason, Etsy does this thing where like you can't see those little notes attached to orders unless you're on the PC version. So like if you get a notification on your phone, you might be able to see it, I think, in the email where it tells you that you get the order in. But Etsy doesn't really tell you in the app for some reason. Oh my gosh. Since I've come back though, and since I've restarted, like since I've actually like gotten everything set back up, I noticed something. Etsy has gotten even more pushy with their shipping. So they did this thing a while back, about a year ago, where basically they would feature sellers a lot more if they happen to like honor free shipping. Like they have this offer where basically if a seller signs up for it, they can offer free shipping in their shop for items or for orders $35 and over, specifically $35. You can't adjust that as the seller for some reason. That is a set amount that Etsy provides. And if you go by their little rule, they will feature you closer to the front of the page. You'll basically get like, you know, better visibility. And then they basically just say like, okay, well then factor in the price of shipping and stuff into your like item prices. But that's kind of flawed, and I'm pretty sure that's actually like kind of illegal too. But anyways, I digress. That didn't bother me too much. But what is bothering me now though is I inputted shipping information, and so it's not enough that I have the free shipping honored for $35 and over. Now they're telling me that I'm charging too much for shipping, even though I charge less than I get charged for shipping. And we're not even factoring in shipping supplies. So they are smoking something, because it's really starting to get on my nerves now, because they're pestering me with notifications telling me that I'm charging too much for shipping. Dude, so I charge for international, I charge like a flat $10, and on average, and I have the data that I was able to pull up from Pirate Ship, which gets me the best discounts or the actual like exact price that USPS offers. It like averages for international, it averages like I can't remember, I think it was like $13, but I charge a flat 10, right? And for domestic, I charge $2.99, so $3. But my average, what it costs me, is between $3 and $4. Actually, I think it's like $4.50. I can't remember. I looked at it briefly last night, and I was just like, I don't understand why they are pestered me about this because I am not charging too much for shipping. I'm actually charging less for shipping than I get charged. It's terrible. They just want you to build into the price, so it says free shipping. Yeah, but it's dishonest, and honestly, it kind of shoots us in the foot a little bit, because if we don't charge for shipping, then it kind of messes with things to do with actual shipping services. So like if we're looking at like receipts for the sale and stuff, and if they need to evaluate that and see how much I charged them for shipping, and how much shipping should cost and everything like that, and then also when it comes to things like you know, shipping policies for the seller, it just honestly it just drives it puts a wrench in everything. Like it makes it so much more difficult than it needs to be. And yeah, it's dishonest is what it is. It's dishonest. And also, like, what if you want to have someone get a more accurate price? Say they essentially purchase 2 of an item, right? But they're only having that item shipped once. Then you're severely overcharging them, because like you could probably get the same price and ship them, like ship 2 of the same item together for possibly like cents more, if not just the same flat price, and then you're charging them that much more if it's rolled up into the price of the item. And see, I don't like that, because I feel like that's dishonest, and I feel like it's grimy. I don't like that at all, and I don't want to do that to my customers. Yeah, I'm not saying it's right. Yeah, I think it's disturbing. I think it's wrong. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe I'm just a prude or something. I don't know, but I think that it's very dishonest, and I think that Etsy needs to be a better platform for people who actually care about their craft and everything like that, and stop trying to be Amazon. Like I understand you're trying to give Amazon a run for their money or whatever, but like, chill the heck out. You aren't Amazon, and you are a platform for, get this, people who make things by hand, make and design things, artists, you know, artisans, people who carefully create and craft things, and they're trying to be Amazon. It doesn't make any sense. It's not the same thing. I mean, heck, even Amazon is trying to do their own Amazon handmade thing, but it seems like they can't even get that right, because it's too much of a different thing. I don't know. I don't know enough about business, but I feel like they kind of need to stay in their own lane. You know? I just don't think that it's right, and I don't think it's good for the sellers. I think that it treats them terribly, and I think that it's also bad for the customers, and the customers don't even know it. Yeah, but the sellers do, and they just kind of have to bite the bullet and see what's going on, you know? They have to know what's going on and not make a fuss about it. It's pretty terrible. The free shipping thing, I thought, you know, I can honor that. I said, you know, I'll hike up my prices just a bit, not much, but just a little tiny bit, just a nudge, to account for like the, like kind of an in-between. I'm not charging for like full shipping on everything. I'm just kind of, for the lower price items that were just kind of like individual small sales, I had to kind of hike up the price a little bit anyways, and I just thought that it would be ideal to do it that way, but they just keep pushing it. They keep pushing it, and I felt like that was already a lot, and I don't know. I'm not too thrilled. I'm not terribly thrilled about it. Okay, so we got that light area. We're gonna go through this with a little bit of cyan. Oh yeah, I love the cyan because it's so thin and it's real nice. Can you hear me now? Is everything good? That's so odd. It seems like my mic has been kind of struggling lately. Something's been happening, something's been disconnecting. I'm wondering if maybe it's... Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, good. I'm not sure if it's OBS doing that. It did that yesterday. I remember that. So if that happens, like if I disconnect, please feel free to use the command !hey, H-E-Y. That makes a nice little chime, and it just tells me to look at the chat, basically. If I'm getting like too absorbed in my talking and stuff like that, my rambling and all that, I really don't mind having little reminders, and exactly, that's what it is. I like it. It wasn't you, it was on my end. Okay, good. I had to try. I like that little sound. So that sound, that cute little sound comes from Kirby Star Allies. Hey, there's that new Kirby game that's coming out. What's that called again? Something about like the Forgotten Land, is that right? Is it Forgotten Land? Kirby in the Forgotten Land? I didn't get to see the trailer, but I'm actually really excited about it. I'm so excited, right? People were talking about it being in, people were talking about it being like having like a Z-axis, you know? Like not just platforming like a two-dimensional platforming, but like a three-dimensional platforming. Is that correct? Like, is that right? Because that sounds so anti-Kirby to me. That sounds like not a Kirby game, you know? You know what I mean? I have no idea what to expect with that game. But I'm extremely excited. I love Kirby games. I love them so much. It's hard to really like imagine. Like, it's been so long since they released Kirby Star Allies, but it doesn't feel like it's been that long. I actually feel like that just came out. But maybe I'm just an old person. Maybe I'm an old lady. Maybe I'm super old. And time is passing me up, and like, that's what I feel like. I don't know. Maybe I'm just... But it just doesn't feel like it's been that long. Not long enough to make a new game, you know? But, yeah, I mean... But I actually really like enjoyed Star Allies, and I will say though that I'm not playing it anymore actively, and I guess that's really what they want you to be doing. So if it's not an active game and people aren't really actively playing it anymore, then it's pretty much time to put out a new game. I suppose that is the case for the new Kirby. It makes sense, it really does. Just, I don't know. Time's slipping away. 3 to 4 years. I can't believe that, dude. You're right. It came out in 2018. That's crazy. 2018? Then that'd be like, yeah, it'd be like 3 years. Okay. Interesting. I'm really excited about the new Kirby. And also, my brother's been raving on about Deltarune, Chapter 2 of Deltarune. And I just don't know what to expect with that either. I haven't played, like, any Undertale. So, like, I don't know how many people that's gonna bother, but yeah, I haven't played, like, Undertale. But I've watched people play Undertale. I've watched Let's Plays of Undertale. And, it's awesome. It's really cool. I love all the hidden things, and my brother was telling me about something in Deltarune that there's some kind of like hidden path or something. I don't know. I would have to ask him because I actually don't know what I'm talking about. But it sounds interesting. Something about a different dimension. I don't know. Triggered. Triggered. Yeah, triggered that I haven't played Undertale. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not saying that by a long shot. I do have a buddy though who was kind of like, why do people even like Undertale? And I was just like, it's good. I don't know. I haven't played it, but like I can at least vouch for that. It's pretty based. They have some pretty great dialogue in the game, and totally based. I mean, right. Undertale's a great game to watch and play. Yes. Dude, I was watching like all kinds of videos covering basically like all the little Easter eggs and secrets in Undertale. There's so much going on in that game. And it's so simple. It looks so simple, but there's just so much going on in that game. It's kind of awesome. But yeah, like I said, I've never played the game or anything like that, but credit where credit's due, man. It's a pretty cool game. And Deltarune, so far, what I've watched, I watched my brother complete Chapter 1. I haven't seen any gameplay of Chapter 2 that just came out, so I don't know anything about it, but super stoked. It just looks really like a good game. Who's that character that's got the spiky wristbands and the long hair, that bully girl? I like her a lot. I don't know what it is about her, but I like her. She reminds me of my attitude when I was in like middle school. She's like how I was in middle school, basically. Just the embodiment of my angry, like just a mean bully self. That's how I used to be. I love watching it. Hey guys, and welcome to Cry Plays Undertale. No, stop. No cryotic here. No cryotic. Oh, you guys, help! Holy crap! He was fun to watch for a time, but ever since we heard the allegations against him, it's kind of never been the same. You know what I mean? Things just aren't the same anymore. What a shame. Yeah. Why does that always happen? Stuff like that always happen. I don't understand. It's very sad. Very sad. You find out like the creators that you watch and like the people that you kind of like as content creators or otherwise you look up to, and they turn out to be just kind of scummy, like kind of crappy people. It's a shame. I agree. I agree. So hard. I mean, there's only so much. Like, you can't really, like, I don't know, they say never meet your heroes, and I feel like that's probably why, but, like, the internet does its job to expose your heroes anyways. You know? Back in the old days, it was you had to meet your heroes to learn about all their dirty laundry. Now it's aired out, right in public. You know, there's no hiding from it anymore. It's crazy. It's, like, totally insane. But, you know, I'd rather know than not know. And then not support people who, you know, are kind of bad, you know, for lack of a better word, not good people, you know? That's just how I feel about it. Anybody can feel any which way they want to. I will just say that's how I feel. It's a nice blue in there. Ooh, that cyan just lays right over. I love the cyan color. It's just so nice and pretty. Now I get chills when his whisper voice plays. Ooh, yeah. Oh, stop. Now I'm thinking about that. Okay. Yeah. I know what you mean, too. Oh, boy. God. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that kind of thing happened. I also am kind of like, now that we watched that Bob Ross documentary, now I'm kind of like, about him too. God. You know? Why can't there just be good people? Good people, end of story, you know? It's not like they don't exist. It's not like they're unicorns or something. I have to lighten this piece up right here because it was getting a little bit too... Sorry I'm so quiet, you guys. I'm just like... I get so much enjoyment laying like rich colors down onto the canvas. There's something about it that's just such good feeling. I don't know, I'm crazy in the head. It's just super satisfying. Alright, let's take a look. For some reason I thought I had something to catch up on the chat, but nothing there. So, hand cam. Yes, what? We're gonna try it on this side this time. It's gonna be on our right instead of our left. And we're just gonna hope and pray that my hand doesn't cover literally all of everything. I'm hoping that I can get some good angle shots in this. So this thing, this little arm over here, what I can do is I can go start server, and then it should allow me to kind of bend it. Alright? You guys can see that okay? So you can see kind of like a closer shot, I suppose. It's still kind of really small, so maybe it's not even a closer shot. I'm not really sure how to describe it. Maybe if I pull it back, we can get a really nice close-up shot. It's hard to say, man. I'm really trying out this whole hand cam thing, and I feel like it's gonna take some time to get used to. I really do. I really think it's gonna take me some time to get used to, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and pull this out, and then we'll just leave it like, I suppose, right there-ish. Yeah, and then we can get a slightly different angle. Yeah, hand cam height. So, I do know that sometimes the hand cam puts a lot of strain on both my computer and our network. So sometimes my voice might start to get choppy, or like, you know, the cameras might not be like synced or anything like that. So that's a very, very strong possibility that we just might have to endure. We might have to, you know, just deal with it, I guess. Unless I turn it off, you know, sometimes I just can't handle it, so I just turn it off. And that can happen too. I almost feel like I should just be like holding the camera. It almost feels like the arm is just, it's so sturdy that it's actually extremely hard to move. Which I thought that it would be pretty easy to move, but that just ended up not being the case. And well, Okay. There we go. Alright, and then I'm gonna kind of like maybe lighten some of those up over here. See, that's the thing is, okay, so I can kind of rotate it like this, and then you can get like a nice view of like the neck, like the spines all the way down. It's kind of strange. You need a stick to hold your phone, like a selfie stick that you hold. Yeah, so I do have something actually that's very similar that I used for a while. But I kind of didn't want to hold it with my hand, and that's why I got this little arm, but it's such a strong arm. It's so insanely strong that I have to like fight it and like bend the whole easel around. It's crazy. It's, you know, it's a whole process. And now I've got this extra obstruction over here. You guys can't see it because it's a little bit off to the side, but for me it's actually quite in the way. But I think I can work around it. I'm not too worried about it, actually. I really think that I've gotten like pretty okay enough to start working around this stuff. With enough practice and everything like that, I feel like I'm very capable of working around it. No problem. No problem at all. We'll see. It is a very, very green. Extremely green. I think that's actually quite too green. Let's add white, cobalt blue. There we go. There we are. And then I'll just kind of like pull this in here, and then we'll kind of like start to have that, we'll have that gradient out with a little bit of cyan. Cyan will save us. I love the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's totally the thing that I did before, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. This ain't too bad. Maybe my hand's in the way a bit, but you know, hand cam, that's what you guys get. You have to watch my hand and nothing else. No painting for you. Hand cam only. Oh, you thought the hand cam was supposed to show you painting? No, it's just supposed to show you the back of the hand. I'll try to be mindful. I'll try to be mindful. It's still cool to watch. Oh, good. You know what? I'm actually really, I'm really thankful for that. I'm glad. I was not really entirely sure how that would pan out. I just didn't know if, like, possibly, it kind of took away from the painting or the experience or the visuals. But I'm just experimenting, you know, it's just always about trying new stuff. I love trying new things. I'm always trying new things here. That's why I'm streaming to begin with, because I wanted to try something new, even though I didn't think streaming exactly was for me. And then I just totally fell in love with streaming. Like, it's just a totally fun thing. I didn't know if I'd really be able to be honest with you. I didn't think I'd really enjoy it as much as some other people, especially people who had been thinking about streaming for like the longest time, or people who, you know, stream video games and that's their type of content, that's niche. I'm watching it instead of the main screen. Oh, wow. it's a bit of a dynamic camera angle, and that's kind of what I was going for when I came up with the idea to have the separate camera anyways. Because I miss the old days when I did the camera strap to my head, but I didn't want to strap the camera to my head anymore because that was terrible. For its own reasons, it wasn't any good. But this is much more doable. Okay. Yeah. Now, the camera does kind of wiggle a little bit from the force of my hand onto the canvas itself and also touching the camera. So I'm trying to keep that to a minimum as well. That's a bit of a task, but that's okay. It's perfectly okay. So it's kind of got like this purpley effect that we should be seeing in here. I think it's working out nicely. I do. I feel like I should be using a little bit of the magenta in here too, though, on that layer. Maybe not though. Maybe I just want it on that one side. It's hard to say. Okay, and let's see, what else can I do? I think I want to use a larger brush. Maybe I'm just gonna step back and look at the thumbnail view. Alright, actually I'm seeing some little errors and things, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to correct them before I get too far into anything else. We're just gonna kind of get in here and so that's like extremely watery. I might have to get the shop towel. We are a little bit better. There we go. And then, alright, now I'm going to use a larger brush. I wish I had a rounded brush. I suppose I don't. Let's see what I do have. What can I use? Oh, I do. It's kind of... Why don't I use this cat tongue brush? Oh, that's a good idea. That's what I should be using. Wait a minute. I want to use the other cat tongue brush. Yeah, this one's super bristly. That's the one I want to use. Alright, we're going to use this brush. Okay. So let's see here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and alright, I got an idea. We're gonna use some cyan and I wonder how this is gonna look. I'm just gonna kind of like quickly sweep across. We're gonna be kind of like going back to looking at the bigger picture over here. Get some like nice blue, extremely violets. Okay, there we go. So basically right now I'm just like sweeping a really thin layer of cyan on top of everything and just kind of like toning out everything that's over there. It seems like it's kind of working out okay. I think I'm gonna continue that actually over probably on this side as well. How it kind of like dulls it out a little bit. Alright, so These highlights over here, they kind of need to be like toned out a little bit. They were just too pure whites. So it looks kind of reflective, and that's a little bit what I'm going for. I feel like the contrast in values over here is kind of making it look almost like it's shiny. Which looks nice, but her face kind of sticks out like a sore thumb now. And maybe, just maybe, we should be worrying about that too. But I think maybe we should also shift a little bit of the focus back onto the wing, perhaps. And then we can, yeah, maybe if I just like adjust this up, just like that, possibly. Then we might have like kind of a nice clear view of just the wing. Very cool. Alright, and then we're gonna probably go ahead and create a scale pattern over here too. But I'm wondering, should I do that? Actually, while I have all my blue paints out, we should definitely do that. I was thinking about doing like, in here, I kind of want to do like a snaky pattern and just kind of continue something that's a little bit more made up, but like a pattern similar to her belly. But we'll just go ahead and wait on that. But that's what I'm thinking for the inside of her wing. The wing webbing, I guess you should say. Alright, so let's go ahead and plot something out, I suppose. How do I want to do this, though? That's the question. We're just going to take a second to think about this, because it's something to really consider. Alright, I'm going to mix up some really light paints now. Do some cyan and some white. Cyan and white and a little bit of yellow. We're going to make like a nice little green. It's going to be like a very turquoise color. Okay. So I'm thinking... we're gonna make that a lot lighter. If we're gonna etch any marks in there, we need to like really mark it. Okay. Something kind of similar to like a pattern like that, I guess. Yeah. More layers, more like kind of plated layers, possibly. A little spiny looking. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna loosely plot out these nice little white layers. Super fun. There he is, it's Brewster. How are you? Oh boy. Hand cam. I'll just kind of create some space so that you guys can see. How are you? I love my Brewster. He's such a good boy. Hey, so Brewster should be coming to Animal Crossing. He's been announced, finally. The Brewster boy himself. The Roost man. Close up like that is really cool. Whoa, what? You. I'm so glad that you like that and the different camera angles and stuff like that. The lighting does hit different. I noticed you can actually see in the camera a little bit better than you can see on the main cam under certain lighting circumstances, certain lighting situations. Getting some little layers over here, like little artichoke layers or something. I don't know. Maybe I just like artichokes. Maybe that's not quite right. I'm just gonna kind of have it peek up over here. Just a little itty tiny bit. We don't need to see all of that. We just need to see a little bit. Maybe a little higher, actually. Let's see. Stepping back, I can kind of see a little bit where it should lay, which it should be shifted over to the left a little bit more. And then this can be pulled up just like that. Okay, very good. Alrighty. It's a little better, I think. Okay. And then just gonna kind of continue on that. Alright, so now we're just gonna kind of add some ridges here. Some little highlight ridges. Okay. Kind of want that to stick up just a little bit right there. Don't have enough paint on my brush. That's okay. There we are. Okay. Alrighty, so let's make some probably bolder brush strokes. Let's kind of get a little bit crazy in here. Let's get crazy. This track is poppin'. I don't care what anybody says. This track has no right to be this good. Pokemon Quest. I mean, it's such a silly game. Why does it have good music? Why? Why? Alright. Well, let's get bolder with our brush strokes. We're gonna make some green colors over here. Let's kind of mix up a whole bunch of cyan and yellow and whites. And make it all kind of crazy and stuff. Making it stinky. That's a reference, you guys. That's a reference to, guilty pleasure. I watch Curtis Connor. And he's got this hilarious video on, like, I think it's called Goat Story, which is this horrible, horrible animated film, and he just kind of, like, dunks on the film the whole time in his video. It's awesome. And it's so funny. Like, the video is just so funny. If you're interested, just look up Curtis Connor and Goat Story. It's like super hilarious. Making it stinky. Make it stinky. It's crazy, you guys. Like, it's totally crazy. It's definitely very adult though, so just be wary of that, because like, for anybody that might not be the right age to view that kind of content. Definitely not kid friendly, but it is hilarious. Holy crap. It's so funny. Bring your kids! Hide your wife, hide your kids. It's hilarious. It shouldn't be so hilarious, but it is. It's literally this terrible animated film, and we've all seen our share of like awful animated films. Like, we've all seen them. nothing new, but like the way that he like talks about it, jokes about it, and delivers like the he's just so funny. Hilarious. Visually, he reminds me of my brother Prospero. I don't know that my brother would, you know, would agree, but he kind of reminds me of him. It's funny. We got Streamlabs to work. Yeah. How did you do it? I must know. I'm curious. I am curious. Dude, that's so awesome. I just want to know what happened. Quags did it. I have no idea how. Wizard magic. Quags is a wizard. You probably know about his wizardness or something more than we do. Secret tech wizard. Yeah, nice job, Quags. It took forever. Yeah. Well, nice work. That's really awesome. Interesting, fascinating. Alrighty. So this is super fun. I guess I can get like really bold with the brush strokes now. What am I hesitating for? See, there's this whole thing that starts to kind of happen when you're kind of like further along in a painting, where you're just kind of afraid to mess it up, so you don't like get super bold with the brush strokes. It's pretty hard to explain, but basically you get kind of scared of risk taking a little bit more, just because it gets more risky. You could really ruin the painting. It's very true. You could definitely ruin the painting. But I gotta get past that though, you know, like sometimes I worry about it, but it's definitely a setback. Definitely a setback. I need to mix up some cobalt and magenta. We're gonna make this nice, vivid purple. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to line this with that vivid purple. I do actually think that I need probably some cadmium red for this because it's so much more rich, and I need it to kind of block out that layer underneath. It needs to be real dark. In fact, a little bit of black paint won't hurt either. Let's do some cobalt blue, cadmium red, and possibly just a touch of black paint. Just a touch. Just a tiny touch of a black paint. Oh yeah, that's rich. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah. There we go. I need it to stick to the canvas better though. That's because I just need more paint on my brush. Dude, I love this track too. Of course I do, because it's on my playlist, but I just have to tell you. Kirby games are awesome. Okay, right on. My brother made the comparison to the track, the soundtrack, the song House of the Rising Sun to this song and I was just like, dude, I can't unhear it now. House of the Rising Sun. Anybody familiar with that song? Super terrific, Trevor. Oh my gosh, hello. Hello, Summa. I snuck in here about 20 or 30 minutes ago. So I've been lurking while having to take care of something before I relax for the night. Right on. It's good to see you, dude. Thanks so much for being here. Really cool. I hope you've been well. We're just kind of chilling. I'm sure you know, because like I said, you've been kind of lurking around. That's really great. I had no idea that you were here. Right on. Right on, my dude. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's a good time to relax. I'm starting to do that that whole stream schedule, doing the Friday thing now, which is feel like it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to. Who am I kidding? I love this schedule so much more than the other schedule already. I love it. But I'm just like, I am still kind of getting used to it, I guess. But and I think other people are probably also really not terribly aware as well. So, you know, I feel like it's probably gonna be kind of a quiet night. But I digress. Anywho, I just had no idea that you were here, and I think it's awesome that you're here. Thanks so much for stopping in and chilling. Yeah, Friday night is definitely, that's what I was thinking before my mind trailed off. It's just good relaxing on a Friday night for painting, right? I think so, personally. I think that it's a good way to end the week, is painting. That's just how I feel. So I was thinking, I've been busy but doing well. What's good? I mean, keeping busy is keeping busy, but not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe in some cases. But that's awesome. That's really good to hear. I was gonna say, I haven't forgotten about your Cactus Dragon idea, and I was thinking that that would be the theme, potentially, for next year's summer painting. So I'm kind of doing painting in seasons right now, and depending on the season, I'm doing a different painting. And so this season, we're in fall. So I mean, unless you're like in Australia or something, none of this is gonna make any sense. For any viewers who are on the southern hemisphere, I do apologize, but yes, here it is fall. So fall painting, and then I'm going to, for the winter painting, I actually already have a sketch mapped out and I know what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be awesome. But the summer painting for next year, I was thinking cactus, sand dunes. It's gonna be fun. I don't exactly have the sketch ready for it yet, but I do have a lot of ideas, and I will have to study a lot of desert botanical plants, even though I'm very familiar with them and I see them every day, literally. I just think it would be nice because I don't think I've ever really drawn cacti or succulents, and I just think it would be good practice. So yes, sometimes I just, you know, I remember that. I remember that idea that you pitched, and I definitely haven't forgotten. I just want to let you know where I'm sitting on that whole thing. Yeah, super exciting. There we go. I can do like faster brush strokes, and this is gonna probably end up being better this way. I can get more depth and stuff. If I focus on the quick brush strokes, I think if I kind of like follow along this line here, yeah, I think that's working out. here we go. I'm excited about that though. It's gonna be good. Yeah, summertime will be great. It'll be good. Yeah, it'll be such a good time, I think, for that. So you've been keeping busy. What you been up to lately? If you feel like sharing. Got any fun stories? Pretty cool. I think it's awesome that you made a point to stop in. I am making progress here and there on this painting. It's nothing substantial, but it's there. Progress is there. And I'm excited about it because, well, I'm gonna practice. I'm actually gonna use my glow paints. I'm gonna make handmade glow paints first of all. I'm getting ahead of myself because I haven't even done that piece yet. But I do actually have the pigments for it, and I know how to make handmade paints. And I also have gum Arabic for making the paints, so it's gonna be awesome. Pretty positive about that. Alright. I love this gem dragon painting. It looks really good. Thank you! That's awesome. Really sweet of you to say. I'm thankful for your kind words. It means a lot to me. I am trying out all sorts of new stuff, I guess. Yeah, I just never know what's gonna look alright and what's gonna not. And I guess I just continue to try until it looks okay. You know what I mean? If it takes me extra time, it just takes me extra time. I'm not in any kind of time crunch. I think rushing these types of things can be pretty bad. So, try not to rush stuff. Here we go. Okay, so I need to make that actually a lot more rich. So I'm gonna go ahead and like add a whole bunch of cyan in that. A little bit of violets. A little bit of magenta. We're gonna go ahead and hope that that'll do it. Not opaque enough, I think. But maybe that's actually okay. Okay, so here's what I need to do. Now, we need our cyan. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of paint along in here. And then I need a dark violet with cobalt blue, black, and cadmium red. That's gonna look really dark to outline this little spot here. That's starting to come along a little bit. Maybe it's not perfect, but oh goodness. I might need to restart the server. Hold on, you guys. It's lagging pretty bad. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. Perfect. Earlier this month, my siblings started classes at university. I've also gotten back to a normal schedule with learning my Python programming now that summer is over. Less playing, more focusing. Oh, I get you. That makes a lot of sense. Python programming, that's awesome. I remember we had somebody on here who was visiting my streams for a little while. I think his username was Conrad Panda, and I remember him talking about he was doing some Python scripting and learning Python also. I don't know why I remember that. That was actually quite a bit ago. But yeah, it just seems kind of hard. I mean, it's almost like learning a language. You are learning a computer language. So that's very fascinating. Well, very cool. That's actually really awesome. That's great news. And university, that's great. So your siblings are going to school and everything like that, so you're keeping busy. Also, it sounds like everybody in the family's pretty busy and focused on the goals. Goal-oriented. It's a good way to be. Yeah, so sometimes you don't really have time to kind of do some fun stuff. Like sometimes I don't have time for like video games or anything like that. And you know, it just happens. But man, it sure makes you appreciate the fun stuff a lot more, I think. Oh boy. This is turning out like really kind of crazy. Got a lot of depth in there. I think if I pull in some cyan, the way that I say cyan is kind of stupid. If I pull in some cyan over here, that's that's exactly pretty much how my grandma sounded. Like, she would say things, and then she would, like, put, like, a pause in the middle of a single word like that. Like, I'm doing exactly what she did. So funny. Cyan. That's how my grandma used to talk. Whee! If I can lighten this up, that would be awesome. I'm really trying to have it follow this little pattern here. I think that might be okay. Very interesting. Yeah, it sounds like you guys got a lot going on over there. Well, that's really cool. I'm proud of you. Proud of you and your family. All doing all sorts of stuff. University. Getting into Python programming. That's just awesome. Cool stuff. I've like thought about I kind of wanted for a little while to learn how to script. It seems pretty tough though. I would really have to buckle down. That's something that you can't just half do, you know? Like you have to give it a lot of focus to learn it. It's not something that you can just pick up overnight. It's a very difficult thing to learn. And so I want to make sure that when I'm ready to set aside that kind of time, like I can learn that stuff, but like I have to be able to set aside that kind of time. I have to be pretty generous with my time spent on that. It's not something that I can just learn overnight, you know? It's definitely not something that works that way. Go. Oh yeah. I'm really enjoying the colors tonight. I'm like so absorbed in the painting, you guys. I'm so sorry for being so quiet. I'm just super absorbed and having such a good time painting. Yesterday I was extremely I guess I was like rusty, I guess you could say. I was extremely rusty yesterday. And just tonight, I just feel it so much more. I'm really getting in the groove. Are. Some nice textured scales over here. There we are. Okay. Yeah, so it's looking like we're making decent progress tonight. It's actually not even 12. That's great. I think that at 12 o'clock, I think I'm gonna take a nice little 5-minute break. A nice little quick 5 minutes, probably. Then I will put on. For the break screen, I'll probably put on the time lapse for Glimmering Seabed once again. And during the weekends, I do yard work, and there's usually a lot of sports and racing on, so I'll watch some college football and NFL, and I watch NASCAR races with my dad. I remember you telling me about that, the NASCAR races, that you and your dad like to partake in watching the NASCAR races. That's really awesome. It's pretty cool that you and your dad have a thing to bond on, you know, like a common thing that you guys both enjoy. That is certainly good. It's very nice. It's quite nice. Yes, I used to sometimes like to watch a little bit of NASCAR with my neighbors. I had neighbors growing up who really enjoyed NASCAR, and that was like their hobby. Like, they liked to watch NASCAR as a family. And when I would go over there, I would just watch it with them, you know, and ask a bunch of questions because I really didn't know anything about it. But it was pretty entertaining, I guess. It's pretty entertaining. It's not something that I would normally watch, is basically what I'm trying to say. There's not a lot that I watch, to be completely honest with you. I'm extremely basic, and so like when it comes to sports and stuff like that, I have a ton of questions. If I'm gonna sit down and watch that, like usually I'm filled with questions because I don't really know a whole lot about what's going on, and yeah, I'm pretty basic. When it comes to watching stuff, I've watched some like sitcoms, I guess, and I don't really watch TV, I guess you could say. I don't really partake in the entertainment of the television, but I am on the internet quite a lot, so I guess there's that. Yeah. My family likes to watch sports. Oh, I did watch a lot of Food Network growing up. That was like that and Animal Planet were my go-tos. When it came to television, my go-tos were Food Network and Animal Planet. Oh yeah. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, I'm starting to remember. In the recesses of my mind back when I actually used to watch television. Yes. Yeah, those were good times, man. Here we go. And then I can lighten that up with a little bit of white. Once again, I'll just kind of use a little bit of white to kind of mellow that out. Just a tiny bit. I used to watch Food Network and I'd get hungry a lot. Yeah. That's where it's at, man. I used to like to watch it because, I don't know, I just had a yearning for like cooking and stuff. So my stepdad, he used to be the one to put it on and everything like that, but like, I don't know, I wasn't into it at first, but I started to really want to learn to cook. And then I took a couple of culinary arts classes, and that was really good. It was very educational for me. I come from a family who, growing up, we didn't really have like anybody to cook for us. So like my mother, she was around, but she didn't really do anything much at all. And so she didn't really know how to cook, and so she couldn't really teach me. And I really wanted to learn how to cook, and we had a kitchen, of course, but I was living in a hoarder home. That's the family that I came from. My family, that side of my family, I'm really no longer in touch with anymore, unfortunately, because I just couldn't really get along. But man, I just wanted to learn how to cook. We didn't have a usable kitchen until I decluttered it and made it usable, but only little bits and parts, because Mom wouldn't let me touch most of the stuff that she had in the kitchen. But I got to learn how to cook through culinary arts, and it was the best thing. It was my favorite class. A couple of my favorite classes. Probably my favorite classes in high school. Culinary arts 1, 2, and 2, 3. Oh, it was so awesome. And I was in the classes the last year that they ever offered it at the school. They had to cut it because a lot of classes, unfortunately, were cut. I even got driver's ed the last year that it was available. Very sad that they had to cut the funding and everything, but I'm just extremely grateful that I had the opportunity to actually like have those classes, that I was able to do that before they cut them. But I definitely needed it, man. I needed it. I learned so much that I couldn't actually get from my home. My home life just, you know, my parents just couldn't help me. So it was extremely helpful. And Food Network, I just loved to watch it because, you know, it taught me a lot of things too that I couldn't get from just the class alone. So it's just a very cool combination to have. There it is. Nice. You got the little sun lion. So super cool news. With every painting that I do, I'm going to have log sheets that keep track essentially of pretty much everybody that has been able to subscribe to the channel, so that at the end of every single painting, the time lapse that I make for every painting, going forward, will credit the people who subscribe in the time that it took to complete the painting. So credits, credit roll features usernames of supporters. And so I was thinking, you know, I have to do time lapses for every painting now. I just have to. Looks like I lost a couple followers. I think that that's from some of the bots. I think that some bots have been following me, and I think with the last session I got a couple bots. I wasn't sure. But, man, Twitch just bans all those bots. They're pretty quick about it. They're pretty quick. It's a good thing. Yeah, with that whole bot situation, it's just, it's a bit much. It's a bit crazy. You never know who's a follower anymore. You just know, all you know is, like if they don't fall off in a week, then they might be legit. That's pretty much how it is. You only know if they chat in your chat. That's the only way to really know for sure. But there have been some crazy bots. There have been a lot of bots. It's been a bit much. The humidifier is finally working for me. There we are. Sorry I'm so quiet, you guys. I'm pretty mega focused, but look at how the scales are coming along. It's happening. They're coming along. That's for sure. I need to kind of lighten this part up. Alright, here we go. Just need to kind of like lighten up on the inside so that we can get a little bit of depth on the scales. I just realized that at the top of the easel is a perfect spot for the birds to sit. They can get a front row seat of you painting. I bet that my bird Pecco would probably like that, but the thing about birds is Trevor, they poop a lot. They go all the time. And I'm saying like between like 4 to 8 minutes between each time that they go. Like, so that's a lot of bird poop. And they do like to turn around and go in whichever direction they want, you know? So, and I do know that my bird, he wouldn't sit up there. Pecco wouldn't, just because he wants to be on me all the time. But it would be awesome if I could get him in here. Like, if I could paint at a reasonable enough hour. They won't be up at night. They're, like, extremely diurnal. They can't even be bothered at night. You know, you could probably go in there and poke them with a stick and they won't move at night because they're too tired and they'll tell you to screw off. Like you know what I mean? They sleep hard at night, specifically. You could be extremely loud in the house and they're not bothered at night because they sleep like babies. But yeah, like, if I can paint at a good hour, I would love to have Pecco guest star again. He's so good. He's such a good boy. And, yeah, the only thing about him, though, is that he is a bit loud, and some people have complained a little bit about his beeps into the microphone, because he is, in fact, he's quite loud. The real him. I actually, with his audio, even, I had to, adjust the audio so that it wouldn't be too shrill to listen to. So funny. But yeah, it was like a little bit too shrill to actually listen to. And so with the Peckle beeps, redeemable, that is real audio of him, but I did have to doctor it up so that it wouldn't be too much. I added a little pre-echo to it so that it would kind of fade in a little bit. There it is. Oh, not a good idea. Yeah, the added layers of paint. The added layers of paint wouldn't be too helpful for me. You know what I mean by paint. I'll give you a hint. It's not real paint. Yeah, it would be funny if I could get him to sit up there, but I wouldn't trust him for long enough, you know? It'd be like he'd go up there for like a few seconds, and then I would take him down, and I'd be like, alright, Pecco, you can't stay up there, buddy. Don't trust him to stay up there, you know? Admittedly, it would be pretty funny. It would be pretty funny. Okay, there we are. So this is kind of turning out to be a little something. I do have to really go over a lot of this still. It feels like it's pretty much almost done, but it's just not. When I look closer, I can really tell it's not. But we're making progress, though. Look at that divot. Look at that divot. I do need the violet again, but it's all dried up. Oh, wait, I found some that's not dry. Oh, good. Okay. That's actually really awesome. Because I need it. I need non-dried paint. Paint that's not quite dry yet. That I can work with. Cool. Alright. There we go. I have some paint over here that's not dry. Yay! Very good. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding some darker shadows into here. There we go. I do need to bring some shadows into there as well. So much to do still with this painting. Oh my goodness, there's a lot to do. We will probably done. If I had to estimate how many sessions this would take, we're on session number 8. I have no idea how good I am at estimating at this point, but I've been doing this, let's see, we're on my 4th painting, my 4th live stream painting. So let me think. How many sessions will this 12 by 12 take? We are on session 8. I want to say that this will probably take 4 more sessions. It might take 12 sessions. Pink Smoko, hello. Looks great. Just jumping in to say a quick hi. Hello. Oh my gosh, Erin. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Hi, you guys. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping in, Pink Smoko. I appreciate you. Hope that your weekend is going to be awesome. It's Friday, and that's always fun. It's always good. Right now, I'm working on the this over here. A little bit of a wing over here. I haven't gotten into this part of the wing yet, like the webbing. So the hand cam looks like it's kind of glitchy. I might have to back out of this a little bit. And then probably restart it in a moment. But yeah, it gets a little bit choppy over time. We're just relaxing before bed. Well, right on, right on. It's so late. I'm surprised at how late you guys have been staying up. It's shocking. Hey Airbird, hope the stream is going well. I'm super tired, so I can't watch long, but wanted to see the progress. Right on, brother. You probably had a full day today, a full day of work and everything like that, so... But thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You're so awesome. So far, tonight, I kind of fixed up some of the lighting effects over here, and I added some scales that overlap up here. And then I'm also working on this part of the wing. So that's kind of almost done-ish. And then, yeah, that's actually getting pretty close to done. So then, after that, I guess, I kind of want to move on to... it's really hard to say. I do have all of these colors out, so I might just like kind of move into the face and do some more details, like scales and stuff like that. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. Cool thing about that painting is I can make some guesses as to what the dragon is thinking about. I think he's looking at the gem, thinking, "Ooh, this gem sure looks tasty. I might eat it." I mean, yeah, if you look at your food endearingly like that, it very well could be the case. That very well could be the case, I mean. You know, especially with that snake belly, you know, you never know. Snakes like to eat just whole things, you know, just the whole thing goes into its belly, you know. Snakes are pretty bizarre. Well, thank you so much for stopping in, Bing Smoko and Brother Prospero. Thank you guys for checking in and everything like that. We're just kind of doing our thing, just painting. I know husband, Keto Squared, was here for a bit, but I think he was super, super tired and probably passed out. It's late and he had a long day. He worked and then he went to go play softball with his coworkers. So, so that was interesting, and I can't wait to hear about what he like how the day was, because it was just kind of a fun thing on a whim that he just decided to go do. So, so yeah, I can't wait to hear about it, hear all the stories and stuff. He said there's a lot to talk about, a lot of stuff that happened. So he definitely had a long day. So I know he passed out, no doubt, no doubt. Down with this, Mr. Yay! Right on, right on. Okay, so let's get caught up on that. Will she be made into a metal print as well? Yes, I would really love to make her into a metal plate print. This one will be a square piece, and I think that it'll actually end up probably, because it's less print surface, I think it would probably end up being cheaper than my other prints because of its dimensions. But we'll have to see on that. I have to look into my options and who I can outsource to and what kind of prices I can get for that. But yeah, I would love to do that. I still want one of the water dragon too. That would be amazing. Girl, I appreciate your support so much. Yeah, so I do have plans to make all of that. So I've actually been looking into potentially, later down the line, making my own UV prints using 2 separate machines. So there's a type of UV ink that you can use. It's like a professional grade ink. And the mechanism that it uses requires that you use a specific type of printer. So I really have to look into that, but it would be great to be able to do my own UV prints and just have like the prints already made, right? Maybe I print them myself, or maybe I outsource the regular prints, bring them in and then apply the UV myself, because I've been looking into UV companies for producing like prints, and they're not easy to get in touch with, and I'm not really sure how their prices look, and I'm not even really sure if some of them are even in business anymore. It's kind of sketchy and bizarre. I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole the other day trying to track down a print company that supports that, and boy is it difficult. So I guess we'll see, but it would be great if I could do it on my own. Another option that we have is I can do prints and then hand embellish them. So for an extra cost though, it would be quite a bit more, I think, because I would have to essentially hand paint the UV again on the print, but it would be a smaller surface area, so it would be much more doable. Alright, someone else changed the theme for once. It's so funny. I love it when people change the theme. It's great. It's very awesome. Your shop opened back up, and I was like, woohoo, time to spend all my money. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Oh man, I appreciate you so very much. All that support just means so much to me. Honestly, it's awesome. It's so cool. It's such a dream that I can just paint my dragons and people support that. It's just the coolest thing, like that you guys actually care. I don't know how to describe it. I really appreciate you. It's so awesome. Yeah, so prints, it's a whole thing right now. I'm definitely looking into it, but I do have something that I can actually add once I get product photos. So Twilight Dragon himself, the actual Twilight Dragon, the first painting, as you know, I do have the metal plate prints, but I also now have poster prints of the exact same dimensions of the painting itself. And the painting itself is quite large, so maybe if I angle, no, I think that's gonna be too hard. I might mess it up. I might mess up the whole easel if I try to bend the hand cam arm too much. So I'm going to just try to show you. It's going to be pretty much up close, and there's a protective film on it. But these poster prints are framed. I got to frame them tonight, and so like there's that protective film. It comes off to make it nice and shiny and everything like that, but it's like the same dimensions as the actual painting itself, and it's framed and it's wall art, so you can honestly, you can just put it up on the wall. It's got like a nice little wall mount on the back, like the little tooth mount, so it looks like that. There's 2 of them, so you can hang it like that if you want to repurpose it and change the direction that it's in. So that's super fun. Yeah, super exciting. I'm very excited about it because some people were asking about the poster prints, and so I went ahead and I got the poster prints, but the thing is the matte finish on the posters, it's very thick, and I feel like any kind of scratching or anything abrasive touching the print side, I feel like it's just gonna scratch off. I could be wrong, and I could be just like, but I haven't tested it, but it feels like it could be prone to scratching. So I thought the only way I'm going to be able to sell these is if I pre-frame them, and they look so much nicer anyways. I don't want to sell them or send them off in a tube all rolled up like a regular poster print. These are nice. They're thick, and they have a lot of like, they're just extremely thick, and they're heavy, and like they have really like heavy dye or something on them. The way that the prints are made is just really nice. So I have to protect it somehow, you know? So I bought some frames and figured I'd sell them framed, and that's the only way I'm gonna ship them. Otherwise I'd feel totally uncomfortable shipping them, you know what I mean? Like rolled up in a thing. Like I don't think I could do that. Anything could happen, you know? They came out really nice, so I'm gonna make sure they're protected. Will they be on your shop soon? Yes, I do hope so. I think all I really actually need to do for that is get some good photos. I think I just honestly need to get some product photos and create some mock-ups. And I do actually already have the pricing mapped out. It's a little bit more than I essentially was hoping for, but it's because the print quality is a little bit like higher, and I ended up having to pay more with these guys. I used what's that company? Optimal Print. The ones who I went through the metal plate prints for. So they ended up charging a little bit more, but the actual quality ended up being better than I was expecting. And also the things, they need frames, so you know, the frames costed a little bit too. So they are going to end up being, I think what I ended up figuring out was, I think it was like $40, and that includes shipping. So I think that it's like, I'll have to crunch the numbers again, but I think that's what I ended up landing on. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'll go back over the numbers and stuff, and I just want to make sure before I lock it in tonight. And I might be able to have that listed by tonight, but I'm not entirely sure. Because I think I need to find some new packaging supplies to even ship them. They're a specific dimension that I'm pretty sure I don't possess. As far as box sizes go, I think that my boxes are slightly too small, so that's something I have to look at too. Yeah, so I just want to make sure that I can actually handle shipping them. But it'll be great. That's not bad at all. Well, I'm so glad that you think so. I'm really glad that that's the feedback, because it's really good to hear that, because that's kind of what I was landing on as far as the price goes. $40 to me seemed a little bit steep, but to be honest, if you're looking at a regular poster, it's like thin and bendy and stuff, and these are nice quality, and they're matte, and they're thick, and they're heavy. So like, they're actually not, they're not posters you would want to stick a nail in. You would want to definitely frame these anyways. So I figured, you know, providing a frame is the least that I could do before shipping them. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, if you already have a frame, you could always like move it around and stuff like that too. Just so much fun. There's so many different ways that you could display it, but I figure I just have to lay it flat. And these frames that came in, they're nice. I was actually kind of surprised. They have like a nice protective film on them and everything like that you can remove. And while I was handling them, I used that so that I wouldn't smudge or smear or do anything to them while I was assembling them. So I'm really excited about it. Super awesome. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. I want to print some of your art, and I won't have to find a frame to fit it in. So big win. Nice. That's great. Thank you so much for your support, Erin. You're so sweet. I appreciate you very, very much. It means a lot to me. I'm so happy that I can just like paint and like I said, you've been so you've been so like supportive and just like throughout the years. It's been like what, 2 years? You've been very supportive of my shop and everything like that. It just means so much to me. It's really awesome. And I got to put you in the time-lapse video. I'm pretty sure you were in the credits roll. Yeah, you were. Okay, yeah. You're in the credits roll because you supported my live streaming, and that's so awesome. I'm going to do a credits roll for every single, I'm going to do like a whole time lapse and a credits roll for every single piece that I complete. The first couple were really difficult. So the first one with Twilight Dragon, like I had to re-download like from Twitch the footage a few times to actually even get it. Like to actually even get it to download because it kept failing. And then with Guardian of the Sword, it was terrible because not only was it constantly failing, like half of the downloads were corrupt when they downloaded. And I ended up installing this extension that manages downloads, and I think my problem was that I was downloading too many at a time, and my computer was having all sorts of issues anyways, so I probably honestly just, it was probably my fault. I was kind of stressing my system quite a bit, so. But I have that all fixed now, and Glimmering Seabed was no sweat at all because I was able to get all the footage, and I'll be able to do that again and again. So that's gonna be the regular thing now. It's just what we're gonna do. Time lapses. And then we'll have our nice little reels at the end. And I'm liking the hand cam thing. It gets a little bit choppy. So that's the only thing, is like it's extremely choppy right now. I wonder if like after so long it just gets choppy, or if maybe my phone's overheating. I twisted it just a little bit, so we haven't reconnected. I'm gonna wiggle my fingers in front of it. Yeah, it's really choppy. I don't quite understand why it is, but it is. Oh well, I guess. But that's super exciting. I appreciate you, Erin. You're awesome. I've like been so excited about putting my prints up and everything like that, and being able to actually like put myself out there, you know, like I don't know, the keychains were great, and I felt so good about that too, but like I said, Etsy, they don't want me doing that, so no more of those, I guess, you know? No more of those keychains. But hey, I've heard all sorts of news about Animal Crossing in particular. Not just Brewster, but like the amiibo packs that they're going to release. That's pretty exciting. It's actually really exciting. Yeah, so the amiibo packs, I think that they're releasing cards for like the new characters. It's definitely something to look forward to. I'm gonna get some sleep now. I enjoyed hanging out here. Love and blessings to you. Thank you so much, Super Terrific Trevor, for hanging out with us and chatting and getting caught up and stuff like that. It's been a bit, and I appreciate you. I really do, and it's nice that you checked in and everything like that, get caught up, and I know you've been busy lately, so I wish you well, and don't drive yourself crazy with juggling too much stuff at once. Have a super awesome night, Super Terrific Trevor. Bye! I'll wave to the camera. Super cool. Alright, so I'm thinking... Okay, I'm thinking I'm probably going to lighten that up quite a bit. Let's find our pale green. Let's see what we can get here. Oh my gosh. My paint. It's all mucked up. Oh my goodness. I actually need my shop towel for this. Right, let's get this all fixed up. Here we go. Okay, let's try that again. My paints are all trying to dry up over here. So now I'm going to go ahead and remix this color. I'm going to mix up some cyan, yellow, and white all together to make this nice light green. And then I'm going to mix that with some more white. I'm going to make a nice pale color over here. There we are. Just like this. Oh, hey! Hello! Hi, Raiders! Draco Artifacts, right on! Hi! Hello, and welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, I missed a couple of things here. Oh, thank you so much for the follow! Rid Lucas, Kayla, thank you so much for the follow. You're awesome. Hey guys, how you doing? But that Raymond Amiibo keychain you designed was so cute. Will I never be able to buy them? No, don't worry about that, Erin. Actually, I do plan to actually do that, but I have to do it kind of under the radar. Oh my gosh! Fox. Thank you guys so much. Myrnavex, thank you so much for the follow. You're awesome. Anakin Skywalker. That's awesome. I was like, I almost said Skywalker, and you know, the X in there just kind of threw me for a loop. That's awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for the follows. You're awesome. Lending my positive vibes, hyper energy, and love with the ability to steal hearts. Nice. Beautiful blue dragon. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Dragon lovers. I love this. This makes me so happy. This here is Gems of Inspiration is what I call it. And this is it's kind of in its underpainting phase all over here, but we're working on some of the details over here and we're getting it all fleshed out, but little by little. We're probably, I want to say, we probably have like 4 more sessions to go on this, at least for the daytime phase, and then I think I'm going to switch into glow paint so that it will actually be able to glow in the dark. But we'll see if I'm able to get that to work. I have to hand make the paints first, and if not, then I do also have UV paints, and my last dragon painting was something that glows under a black light, so I was thinking about doing something similar with this one, just doing glow in the dark instead. But welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, Bing Smoko, I think I'm heading to bed. Have a good night. Looking great. Thank you so much for being here, Bing Smoko. I hope you have a super good night. Thanks for always being so supportive. Get some rest. Awesome, you guys are great. I appreciate you. You're so wonderful. Draco Artifacts, what did you stream tonight? What were you streaming this lovely evening? Hold the phone for my people who are here. Let's try this. Hold on, I think my chatbot, man, I have an idea. Let's try something. Draco Artifacts. Let's try this. First, I finished Spyro to finish the 3rd one. Then I did some Xenon Valkyrie Plus. Wow. What's Xenon Valkyrie Plus? I don't actually know what that is. Wow. Spyro. Yay, though. Yay for Spyro! He's so super cute. Were you playing the trilogy? You were playing the third one, you said, right? That's so cool. Finished the third one. So does that mean that you played all of them on stream? That's awesome. There's the pet. Beep boop. I love him. I love my bird. So that bird that you see there, that is a reference to my actual pet bird. I have two birds. One's a lovebird, and his name is Pecco, short for Kuru Pecco, which is a monster from Monster Hunter. Of course, I name my birds some weird nerdy stuff all the time. I've got Pecco, Kuru Pecco, and I've got Brewster, named after the Animal Crossing pigeon. He is an Indian ringneck. He's green, and he looks like he has facial hair. He almost looks like he's got a beard because they have that little ringneck. So I just thought it'd be a very fitting name because he resembles the actual character. Fun stuff. I finished all of it. Yep, all on stream. Nice. Wow. So how long was that stream? Are you fast at playing? Are you like really fast at playing? Right on. That's so cool. Oh, dude. That's really awesome. I do like to watch Spyro. I used to play it, I want to say the first and the second one as a kid, but I never actually beat them, sadly, because we didn't own the games. It was back in the rental days when we would just rent games. And to be honest with you, we weren't used to PlayStation. And so like the control schemes were super confusing to me, so I pretty much just sat there and watched my brother play. I played a little bit of it, but I don't think I really played very much of it, but I really liked it because it was such a cute game. Such a cute game. I love Spyro. He's a cute character. I mean, dragons are so underappreciated and underutilized. You know what I mean? Like, dragons are dragons for crying out loud. Like, well, why aren't there more dragon characters, right? Maybe because it's too easy to botch. Maybe it's too easy to mess up. Alright. Xenon Valkyrie, Pixel, Roguelite. Oh, a roguelite. Nice. And a roguelite is something kind of similar. Now, just correct me if I'm wrong, but it's something similar to, like, say, Hades is a roguelite, right? It's one where it's a roguelike, but there's a lot of trial and error involved. Is that correct? Reignited Trilogy, and I have a budgie and a green cheek conure. Yay! I was doing for 100%, or you were going for 100%. So it was over multiple days. If I did it all in one, it would be forever. Yeah, it would be this crazy, insane binge play. I know some people have done stuff like that, but that's just craziness, right? Just total craziness. Probably not good for their health, right? The sleep is important, I would say. Reignited Trilogy, and I have a budgie. Oh, why am I rereading that? So silly. Alright. The original will always hold a special place in my heart. Yes. I agree. I mean, like, the revamped models and everything, they are so pretty. But, I don't know, maybe the sharpness of the polygons, it's kind of got a little something to it that you just don't. I don't know how to describe it, but I know what you mean. It's just, it throws you back to the good old days. I don't know. The nostalgia factor. It just lacks the nostalgia factor just a little bit. And I'm a sucker for the nostalgia, so. Very cool. That is really awesome. Sounds like a lot of fun. Alright. I was thinking about doing kind of like a pattern. So you might notice over here, we've got like looks like a Diamondback Rattlesnake pattern. So I used a photo reference of a Diamondback Rattlesnake to kind of understand like the colors and how the shapes go. And so I kind of made her a little belly that looks like a Diamondback Rattlesnake back. And so I kind of want to do something similar over here, just peeking over here, but possibly a different pattern, maybe something more zigzaggy. It'll be fun. It'll be awesome. All right. They made the skeleton do the floss. Oh gosh, I think I remember seeing that in a Let's Play. I saw a Let's Play. Who did the Let's Play? Oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about because I saw that. Oh, I saw a Let's Play, but I also remembered Video Game Donkey ripping on that part, and I'm pretty sure he also just kind of like had to draw attention to the fact that they did that. Craziness. I'm going to bed. I have an early day tomorrow. Erin, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out for practically the whole stream. We're actually we've got like another half hour left, so nothing too crazy. I appreciate you being here and hanging out again and everything like that. Erin, I hope you have a super good night, get some rest, and a wonderful day tomorrow. I hope it's a good weekend for you. I don't know that you actually have weekends on the weekends though, so I guess I'm just saying that. Not to make assumptions. I know like lots of jobs, like retail jobs and things like that, like most jobs, are not like, you don't get weekends off, you know what I mean? That was like all of my jobs that I've ever worked. No weekends off. But I hope you have a super awesome night and a great day tomorrow. Bye, Erin. Hope to catch you next time. Okay, so let's see. I'm thinking we're gonna start mapping out some details. We're gonna kind of like get the base colors going. So I need to make like a really deep, kind of like a brown. I think I need some vermilion. It's gonna be fun. Weekend off, nice. Nice. Okay, well that's good news. Sounds like that busy hopefully isn't too bad. Not a bad busy, a good busy, the kind where you're doing fun stuff. There we go. Alright, so we got some awesome vermilion. And what else do I need to use? I need vermilion, I need white. I need a little bit of cobalt blue to tame it, to calm it down because it's so bright and vivid. Oh, I know what I'm doing now. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Just kidding. Okay. Yeah, it's like, it's actually getting a little bit late for me. I'll be streaming until 1 a.m. And you know, it's so funny. I said that I would take a break at 12, but I always get so invested in the actual painting process, but I do kind of get tuckered out, mentally I get a little tuckered out. You know, I just get kind of tired. It's pretty difficult trying to stay focused. It's a pretty tough thing. But I really do enjoy like looking at the chat and stuff like that. It's too fun. Okay, so let's kind of do our dark patterns. I kind of want to do them like, something like this. I'm going to kind of like improvise on this, you guys. It's going to be so weird. I think it's going to be like a very improvised kind of texture, kind of like a pattern, I guess, like a scale pattern. So first I have to do the underpainting part, which is very like textureless. You're not gonna get the bumps yet. We start with just the base color, and then we work our way into detail on the top. But we're just gonna map this part out first. And this is gonna be fun, I think. Oh yeah. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I'm really feeling it now, though. I'll say that. I think I'm going to add like a little diamond in here. Right? Right? Me getting somewhere on this one? Maybe. Just gonna kind of make like a vague diamond shape. It doesn't need to be like exact or anything like that. I'm really feeling it. I can't do a Mr. Krabs, but you know, I tried. Mr. Krabs and his mom's panty raid. God, SpongeBob was just what a crazy show. How much of that stuff could they really get away with these days on children's shows, you know what I mean? And back then, it's so funny too, because I thought that SpongeBob was pretty tame, even for what it was like. Which is just craziness, because when you look back at it, there's just so much stuff in that show that's like, I feel like it just wouldn't fly these days. Too funny. I enjoyed that about the old cartoons and things like that. My upbringing, the cartoons and things that we used to watch, they were kind of nutso. And I loved them. Alright, so we're getting a bit of a pattern. That's what's so great about the older cartoons, I agree. Honestly, I just glad that at least our childhoods had that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty gosh darn cool. I will say that. Let's get some yellow and some vermilion and some whites. And we're going to lighten this up quite a bit. Oh wow, my paint's really trying to dry. It's telling me, you better wrap it up soon. Cause I ain't gonna work for you no more. That's what it's telling me. Alright, so then I think I'm going to outline this with a bit of a pale color. See, we're gonna kind of do it in the same pattern, just about, that this uses, so it's our dark, light, medium tone, like a mid-tone. It's kind of an interesting pattern, but I think that I'm going to do it all without this mid-tone in the center. I think I'm going to kind of have this filled in, and it'll just be like closed, if that makes sense. Here we are. I think that's kind of how we're gonna handle it. We'll see. But yeah, the older cartoons were awesome because they just did not care about that. I feel like they just really liked to sneak in things for like the adults, because I knew that like their kids were going to be like kind of driving their parents insane because they're going to be watching the same stuff over and over and over. It's almost like, why don't we just throw the parents a bone once in a while, you know? Throw them something that they might find humorous. I don't know, I think of it that way sometimes. It might not be what they were thinking, but I like to assume that that's what the intent was back in the day. Very possible. There we are. Wow. I'm getting absorbed into this painting. I'm sorry I'm so quiet, you guys. Just kind of really enjoying just the like motion of the brush and the colors. It's kind of silly. I'm kind of out of my mind, I'm sure, but it's just fun. I really love painting so very much. I get kind of absorbed into it. I hope you don't mind. It's just a really good feeling after like... So I adjusted my schedule so that I paint... Here, let's adjust that so that you can actually see it. There we go. I have it so that I paint 2 days a week at the end of the week, and it is matched together 2 days in a row. Before I had it kind of dispersed, but that schedule was kind of driving me insane without me really realizing it. Having the days together, it's just so much more efficient for me to be able to do anything else in my shop on days where I'm not streaming. And boy, I think I'm going to be busy pretty soon here. I have a couple of commissions going on, and then my shop is now officially open again. I've got the grand reopening of Sunless Studio on Etsy. So that, it's really great because I have been waiting so long to reopen. For a very long time. That's because, well, I'm shifting gears. Like, when I was running my workshop and my little Etsy shop, I was selling a lot of fan-made creations. And as you know, fan-made creations don't exactly bode well on the Etsy platform, or really anywhere in general. If you know, you don't own the IP rights, which is totally understandable. It makes perfect sense. And I knew that that day would come because fan art, it just doesn't fly. So yeah. Unfortunately, I had to stop what I was doing. But it's okay because I'm actually a lot happier doing my dragon art now. I think I'll probably do some fan art and stuff, but like, you know, I'm not gonna do that kind of out there. I'm not really gonna put it out there with the way that I did so boldly before anyways. You know? So, it's good though. So anyways, I'm basically reopening and changing everything that's in that store to my dragon, which I'm very happy with. Like I said, it's just kind of a direction I wanted to take anyways. Not kind of, it was actually like absolutely the direction I wanted to take anyways. And I was kind of waiting for it, you know, I just really wanted to do that anyway, so I'm not bothered. I'm quite happy. It took me so long though because I did have to stock up on stuff. I'm still working on stocking up on stuff. And I needed to have more dragon art made, so just a little bit of time goes by and I was able to finish 3 paintings in here, and then also I'm working on some other ways to create faster paintings in different styles that will allow me to kind of whip them up essentially in probably like an hour each, which would be super, super cool. If I can get that moving. And different forms of art prints and stuff like that. And I'm just going to continue to stream on Twitch as well while I make my art because it's the best motivator for me to create art. It's seriously like the best motivator. I'm quite happy with using Twitch to kind of motivate me and get me to work toward building up my body of work and everything like that. So I'm just very happy about that. You know, very happy about that. Okay. So I'm mixing some orange and blue together, and then some white. And then it'll give me like this kind of mid-tone right here. This is kind of like a very warm mid-tone, but I'm pretty sure that I need that because look over here. This is like a very cool, almost green compared to what's over here. This is all very, very reddish brown, so I need to kind of match this up with what's over there. There we go. Super awesome. That's what's so great about, oh gosh, I'm like reading old chat. Yeah, tonight's a pretty calm night. I don't think there's really much happening over here. Well, super awesome. Just kind of painting. We're all probably pretty tired. I'm pretty tired anyway. I don't know about everybody here. Pretty much sleepy time. I had a whole bunch of caffeine, but it only works so much, you know? Once you're just like, once you need so much sleep, it's like, you take caffeine, your body's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you even doing? And my body's really feeling that right now. It's like I took the caffeine and like my eyes just got drier. That's like all that happened. I'm like, oh no. Oh no, that's not helpful, that's counterproductive. But I'm sure I'll sleep really good tonight. I think there's a few things that I want to work on and do. If I can't get like some stuff listed on Etsy, I need to add some more stuff to my shop. But if I can't finish that tonight, I'll have to like finish it this weekend, which is no problem, but like, gosh, it's really catching up to me. I think that I haven't really slept at all, like much over the past couple days. My sleep consisted of a daytime nap sometime like yesterday or something. I don't even know anymore. I went to bed like this morning and then I think I had a daytime nap maybe like between... Oh no. I am very tired and I didn't even realize it. Okay. I think that I had a nap today. And I didn't sleep at all last night. Let's just remember that piece. All right, so I think I went to sleep. I nodded off 8, 9, 10. I think I had a 2-hour nap today. And I skipped sleep last night. And then the night before I had 4 hours. And then the night before that I had 4 hours. Oh man, I'm due for a slumber. Oh dude. Once I pass out, I'm not waking up, guaranteed. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I think that I thought that the caffeine pills weren't doing anything, but I think that they're honestly just keeping my head up at this point. I think it's actually doing something, but you know, that's something. That's all it can really do. Yeah, I'm pretty tired as well. I just kind of tacked on as well, probably because I'm tired. But yeah, well, you should get some sleep too. Don't compromise your sleep for my streams. I mean, I'll compromise my sleep for my streams, but like, I don't want other people to do that because sleep is important. I don't practice what I preach, but I'll preach it for you. Sleep is important. It's important for your health. And so, I appreciate that you're here, but don't feel bad about nodding off or anything like that. I feel like I have to remind people, because people will be on here and then be super duper tired, and I'm just like, you know, like, you're allowed to sleep. The make sure, you know, nobody's losing sleep. Yeah, when I stopped streaming, it was 3 a.m. Oh man. See, here it's almost 1. So you're in a very different time zone from me. And that was like an hour ago? Was that like an hour ago, I think? So, wow. So it's probably almost 4 for you? I'm just guessing. That's crazy. That's wild. Wow. Yeah, I'm in a really different time zone. I'm on the west coast of the United States. I am in Arizona, which is Yeehaw Cactus Land. That's what I like to call it. And yeah, we're pretty much behind at least the rest of the United States anyways. It's a lot earlier here. 3:38 a.m. That's crazy. That's completely crazy. Yeah, over here it's we're probably 17 minutes to 1 a.m. And in that time, I am going to probably gonna raid somebody. In fact, I might just call it a night kinda soon here, because dude, I'm like so tired. Last night, I got raided pretty big by a really cool person who decided to kindly raid. The timing was kind of insane though. I was about ready to call it a night, you know, and then I got raided. I'm like, here we go. Round 2. I got another wave of energy. It was a second win. I just kind of forced myself to just suck it up and stream a little bit more. And I still had so much work to do last night. It was crazy. I really didn't sleep. And honestly, it was fun though. I wouldn't trade it for anything. That was a really good time. And I think it's really awesome to be supported by people such as yourself. It's really cool to see the raids come through. You and your community are awesome. I love Dragon fanatics. Dragon fanatics are the best kinds of people. And I appreciate you very, very much. Just wanted to throw that out there. Talk about my appreciation. Yeah, man, no, it's like, here it's not even as late as where it is for you. And I am ready. It's out. I got nothing left in me. I wonder if I should kind of close the gap on these and just kind of... I'm overthinking it, and I'm overthinking it because I'm really tired. I'm pretty sure that's what the problem is. I'm gonna take a step back and look at the thumbnail view. And what do I see? What do I see? What do I see? I think... Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start going for it, the textures and everything like that. We're gonna take some probably really dark color here, and then we're gonna start... Oh wow, my paint's all trying to dry up. Okay. Gonna add some water, and then there we go. Okay, gonna head out for the night. Sweet dreams, everyone. Sweet dreams to you. Thank you so much for your support. Murdervex, thank you for your follow as well. You're awesome. Have an amazing night and get some good rest. Yeah. Like I always preach, sleep is super important. Sleep is good. Alright, I'm gonna add some, like, gosh. It's really not darkening up the way that I wanted to. I have to mix up more paint. This is crazy. My paint is not cooperating with me. I do have a lot of this vermilion left. I think I can probably utilize that. And then I can add some cobalt blue to that and make a nice deep dark brown. Very cool. I think I kind of got it. I think that there's still more to do though, yeah. Unfortunately, time to add some black to that. We're gonna make it really dark. Twist it out of the brush, and then we're gonna go ahead and start kind of like, first of all, I think I'm gonna use this for that. Yeah, let's kind of start like making like a scale pattern. Oh yeah, that's what we should be doing. Gonna make like a nice little rounded scales pattern. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Nice little texture. Okay. Yeah, I may join in the sleeping train. Hope you get good sleep as well. Thank you so much, Draco Artifacts. Thank you for your raid. Thank you for your support. You are awesome. I hope you have a super amazing night and get some good rest. Yeah, and have an awesome weekend as well. I appreciate you very much. I'm about to trail behind you. You know, I'm not too far behind you. I'm pretty much gonna join in on that sleep train pretty soon here too. It's super important. Gotta get some sleep to make up for all that lost sleep. Have a super good night. Bye, you guys. We are just about ready to wrap things up over here. I think pretty much everyone here is nodded off or possibly left to nod off, unplugged. And so I think we'll probably just call it a night here. Maybe instead of raiding, since we're not hype right now, we are sleepy, most of us here, and possibly to avoid another strange situation where I get raided last second, I might want to call it a night before it hits 1. I think that's important to pay attention to the time, because otherwise, if I get raided again last minute, oh, I mean, it's cool, it's awesome most nights, but tonight, when I hit the hay, I'm going to hibernate. It's the truth. I was really lying to myself thinking that I wasn't too tired, but I'm trusting myself now that I actually do the math and I look at how much I've actually slept. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, and it's kind of quite frightening how little I have slept over the course of the past week or so. And I will say that I was kind of in denial over that for a little bit. There's only so much denying I can do. Only so much I can lie to myself about. God, I sound tired. I sound like I'm drunk or something. It's crazy. I sound crazy right now. Took my caffeine and I can't even be on my game, but at least I'm getting really into painting. I suppose that's a plus. I would definitely say that is something that I'm capable of doing right now, is just getting kind of lost into the actual painting process itself, which is super important. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and add another dark layer of this. There we go. Okay. Alright. Getting a little bit somewhere. We're getting kind of somewhere with the texture. Of course, I do really need to get into that lighter area. Probably get some kind of like mid-tone coloration in there. Something like just a regular brown. If I can mix some of this vermilion over here with a tiny bit of cyan. Alright, and a little bit of this yellow. We want to make this a little bit more yellow. Here we go. We got the right color right here. Okay. So then if I can just like basically do this, get like a texture for these scales in this area, that would be awesome. There we go, very cool. Now we just kind of divide up this little section over here. Now we're going to start adding bumps and things like that. We're doing kind of the negative spaces. Once we kind of add some of the lighter bumps on top, then we can actually get ourselves a nice little scale texture. We've made decent progress tonight, though. I will say that. It was a pretty quiet night, and I was extremely tired, but all in all, I am happy with the progress that we've made. I've definitely toned out the neck here. We kind of finished that. As a little recap, we're just going to kind of go over that. I think I'm going to turn off the hand cam. Alright. I think we're done with that for the night. There we go. Okay. So, I think that we did pretty decent. I mean, tonight we finished toning out the neck. The scales that overlap, we kind of added another layer of scales here. We finished up the overlapping scales up here on the wing, just like on the shoulder, I guess, of the wing. And then, let's see, we also started on this, but we're not quite there yet. I do actually need to add like a really intense shadow here, so I might need to go over a lot of that pretty soon, but so far we've made some decent progress, so that's good. Awesome. Alright, so I think it is time to wrap it up. I would read, but we really don't have anybody left. We're all sleepy, and we're all ready for Betty spaghetti. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have an amazing night and a fantastic weekend. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate all your support and all the kind words that I got to hear over the course of the night. Thank you guys. Have a lovely weekend.